Hi, my name is Bianca Webb, and I'm currently serving in the Denmark Copenhagen mission. I just wanted to take a little bit of time at the beginning to say a huge thank you to those that will be reviewing my application and for the work that you put into the nursing program at BYU. I guess to answer the first question, the best piece of advice I've gotten in my life is to assume is to be wrong. And I think the first time I heard that, I didn't quite grasp the impact that that statement could have. And I've learned it can apply to so many different things, in a personal setting, in a school setting, that to assume is to be wrong. And I've seen that a lot in my peer mentoring program, because what I've learned is when people make assumptions, it takes listening and understanding out of conversation and replaces it with A plus B equals C sort of mentality to very complex people. But what that does is that takes out genuine interaction. It takes out a deep level of understanding that one person can have from one to another. And I've seen that as I've applied that into my peer mentoring, as I've challenged the assumptions and perceptions that came up as I talked with students, that it was able to lead it to a more deep personal relationship, that I really was able to help them overcome their challenges, to help them feel heard, which I think is such an important thing. And I've also seen it applied to my schoolwork as well, because as soon as students assume, whether it's when a test should be turned in, what deadlines there are, what a teacher wants you to do, I've seen in my life, I've failed every time that those assumptions have led me to miss things, because it took out my ability to ask for questions. And I found out that it also takes out responsibility when I have those assumptions. And so as I've tried to really be 100% responsible in all my schoolwork, I've found that I've been able to succeed more as I've applied that advice and not looked to assumptions. And as far as the second question goes, I think one of the biggest challenges in healthcare today is honestly accessibility. It's been really mind-opening to visit so many different countries and see how their healthcare system works and how it's able to have different access to different people. And I think in terms of accessibility, equity is something that is very big. Being sure that people of all different backgrounds and ethnicities, nationalities, different education levels, different amounts of wealth, that they're able to have that equal access to healthcare, because it is something that is essential for everybody here on this earth. And I hope to be a part of that one day, to help increase the accessibility in healthcare. And I just really wanted to say thank you for reviewing this application.